Are we back? Testing, 1, 2. Hooray! We're back. I don't know what happened there. I guess Streamlabs decided to just sign me out of my own account in the middle of streaming. That's something new, but hey, a quick re-login and fixed the issue, so cool! I'm just sad that after all this long, lengthy stream, I now have to save 2 VODs. One of them is probably going to be like 20 minutes. Amazing. Cool. All I really missed between the cutout and now was like Angelica looking at not Crow. Very funnily. And then he just laughed and ran and left. And here we are with Schmitty again. So, hooray! We got to finish the cutscene.
And now the same phenomenon is occurring here, but on a larger scale. There must be something more to the Divine Knights and his experiments.
I don't know why the stream decided to just log me out, but hey, it happened. First time for everything. Afterwards. Brigadier General Bardius' leadership restored the security of Ortis and its surrounding areas in swift order. Aurelia, too, stepped forward to assist in quelling the rising chaos. Hey everyone, stop being in chaos. Hey everyone, stop losing your minds and calm down for 3 seconds. And then everyone listens to Aurelia because she wears the pants in this city. In this country, really. Aurelia just wears the pants in this country. Next to Osborne. I guess Osborne is the one who really wears the pants, but like after Osborne, Aurelia wears the pants afterwards. The branch campus, the guild, Milliam, and Gaius did whatever was asked of them in the field, while Eustace and Angelica cooperated with Marquis High Arms and Patrick to clean up the more political side of the commotion. Marquis Ballard was freed, of course, unfortunately. He acted the part of an angry buffoon, shouting at whoever came across him left and right, but no one cared to listen. In fact, all they did was begin to question his unjust use of the Unified Regions Army. They blamed him for both the railway cannons and Juno. As he should be. That evening. Imperial Council, Day 2, final day.
Then we're in agreement?
No, we're not.
The Duke may have avoided the death penalty, yes. However, knowing his crimes, it is safe to say he will be unable to resume his position. That is why we must welcome the next Duke. In order to ensure the survival of the nobility, we must work together as the 4 great houses once more. What is it? You do understand that I am the only worthy successor, yes?
Objection!
Recent circumstances and the discovery that you used public funds for personal use cannot be overlooked.
The leaders, lasting and acting, of the 4 great houses have made a decision.
Marquis Ballard, you will be dismissed as a candidate to become the next Duke Cayenne.
Oh, thank God the system works.
Please enter.
Excuse me.
Who is this child?
I did hear General Le Guin was visiting the province.
What is this? Where have I seen her?
It's Muse!
What? You're that girl!
Duchess Mildine.
I am the niece of the reigning Duke Cayenne. My full name is Mildine Uzalith de Cayenne. Have you missed me, great uncle?
She is Lord Alfred's daughter.
The current Duke Cayenne's older brother. May he rest in peace after his loss at sea.
You're making a mockery of this council!
Bye, Ballad. All hail the reign of Muse.
This.
For better or for worse, at least she's not a complete idiot like him.
If I may, everyone please cast your vote. Does anyone here object to nominating young Lady Mildine as the next Duchess Cayenne?
I am in favor.
No objections?
There's always been a little bit more to Muse than met the eye. And now we get the big picture.
To begin with, I would like to add 2 new topics of discussion to this council. The pressure we're facing from the government, as well as their plans for after the summer festival. We must determine how to counter their plan to invade Calvard, and put a stop to the National Mobilization Act.
That seems like some very serious topics to discuss. You have fun figuring that one out, Muse. Guess she's gonna legally require Drain to marry her? Not really. She doesn't have... She can't really pull out that card.
It was a short visit, but a beneficial one all the same. But now I'm afraid I must take my leave. I trust you're ready to head back on your own.
We ended up staying a day longer than we intended, but we should still make it back in time.
I need to head back myself. I need to begin my analysis as soon as possible. Make sure you've got those samples sorted out before we get there, 4th disciple.
Right!
All right, General. I wish you a safe journey. I'll see you again soon.
Of course. We can exchange stories then. Farewell, everyone.
Yeah, there's still a whole actual royal family in the country that overrides the nobility. So the nobility can't really make a law like that. That woman is a storm unto herself. Man, Tilly, how do you survive having her as a principal? I've gotten used to it. She seems so refreshed. Wonder what has her in such high spirits. Well, she did get her chance to cross swords with the maiden. Ah, if only we had Randy on our party for that fight. He was there to fight the maiden back in Crossbell. He should have been there for the rematch. Ah, well, next time. Which I imagine helped her gain some closure for her part in the Northern War. Oh. You may be onto something. I suppose that is how a swordswoman would find closure. I can't see any better way for our beloved principal. By the way, Muse, where did you and the principal go last night? Oh, that's right, you did go out together. Oh, we merely stopped by my family's home to say hello. You know, stopped an idiot from being elected as the next head of the nobility. Also discussing some big plans to stop us from invading our neighboring country and trying to stop the government from ramping up its military. You know, just casual teenage girl activities. Countess Le Guin and my grandfather have been friends for many years. Oh, that's right. I see. So that's why you were talking to her every so often, huh? Yes, that's exactly why, Tita. Don't question it. Meanwhile, the nobles are like, yeah, you go, girls. Just keep up that facade. Well played, Muse. After the events of yesterday, it feels like we're walking a tightrope. One way or another, we just need to keep an eye on her. You guys must have had a lot of time on your hands. Be nice. They came all this way to see us off. Ah, Spencer! I believe you have made a mistake. Welcome to the stream. I believe you made a mistake. You may have accidentally hit the follow button. Don't worry, you could always hit it again to rectify your mistake. Happens to the best of us. It's late at night. I get it. Find yourself some losers to sweep you off your feet. Why you? Be good, Ash. Class 7, you be sure to take care of him now. You hear? Hey! Of course. Haha, counter +1. You played them all. Nice. Does that include the ones that were released in Japan only so far? With fan translations? Or are you talking just like the ones that have been released in English? That's a miracle in and of itself. Give me a break already. Haha, +1. You take care too, Muse. Remember not to overwork yourself. The things are only going to get tougher. I'm sure looking forward to our next visit already. Me too, grandfather. Grandmother, be well. We'll be sure to take good care of your granddaughter. As her instructor, I promise to support her as best I can. My. I'll hold you to that. Well, young lady, it sounds like I might have a new grandson-in-law next time you come home. Ah, jeez, grandfather, you'll scare him off. I promise to welcome him into our family with open arms. Run while you can, Reen! That's not really what I meant by support her. Sheesh, what a family. Hey, allow me to thank you once more for everything you've done for us. Getting Juno back was no easy task, but thanks to the branch campus, we were able to keep our losses to a minimum. Thank you for the kind words, Brigadier General. But you're selling yourself short. Facing off against the Blazing Demon alone and living to tell the tale is no mean feat. I was just keeping him busy. I'm hardly a scratch on Lord Orsaid. That man's skill is truly terrifying. You're plenty scary yourself, Wallace. Truly the right hand of the Golden Rakshasa. No shortage of impressive folks in the Empire, huh? I'd like to extend my thanks to all of you, Thor's Provincial Army and Guild alike, for your work both here and in Sutherland. Especially you, students of the branch campus. I wouldn't be surprised if the Emperor himself commended you. You really think so? Emperor Eugene III. That would be quite an honor. The Emperor, huh? What's he like? Never seen him in person. He's a great man and an excellent ruler, possessed by both integrity and intelligence. Possessed of both integrity, not possessed by.
If I may change topics, let's talk about Ouroboros.
Yay, we have voice acting
I
budget
feel like
again.
they've reached the culmination of their experiments now.
So do I, given what the maiden said.
And that silver machine we saw.
Each experiment has borne fruit. The time is near. Shall we hearken to the will of the Abyss, or shall we embark on a new route entirely? We must reach a decision before much longer.
It was the third one like that we've seen, after the ones belonging to the Jaeger King and the Masked Man. Experiments and a new route. There must be some deeper meaning there.
Huh.
Find the truth within the truth.
It is pretty weird that all three of them have similar machines. I mean, aren't Ouroboros and the Black Workshop supposed to be on different sides?
Regardless of their alliances, we'll need to be prepared for anything. It may be time for us to act upon the promise Class 7 made.
It feels like it's been forever since we made that promise. But I think the time is finally right for Class 7 to have a reunion.
Yeah! Especially since we've got Gaius here with us.
And thank the winds for that.
Just name the date, and your favorite teacher will be there.
You can count us in. I'll bring George along too.
Yeah, I'd come even if I weren't invited.
You're not,
We'll
Angelica.
be happy to have all
You're
of you.
not. Class 7 only.
Man, they are something else, aren't they?
You've got to be a bit jealous seeing all that, yeah? Honestly, yeah. But we made a promise like that ourselves.
I believe in the SSS reuniting one
Together
day.
again.
Hey, is it just me, or did things get really intense this time around?
They took on the Maiden herself. We can't even compare to that power.
You have a lot more push-ups to do,
What are you saying? You guys are Class 7 too, aren't you?
There's no way we could have gotten through all of this without your help.
That's right. I look forward to working alongside you all once more. As a fellow member of Class 7.
It's truly an honor.
This is all kind of overwhelming.
Don't usually hear such nice words from the head of one of the 4 great houses.
I'm always happy to be of service.
Tilly, let's fight together again. It's gonna be awesome. I'll think about it.
Surrounded by dear friends, loving students. You truly are blessed, Reen.
Okay, I'm heading out. Sorry we never get to talk much, Reen. Good seeing you, though.
Likewise. See you again soon, I hope. You too, Agate. Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it. This kind of stuff is the whole reason I came to Erebonia.
Oh yeah? Here I was thinking you came here to be your little princess's knight in shining armor.
Instructor Randy?
Say that again, Randolph.
Say that again, Randolph?
Ha! Called it!
Ooh la la. I could be her knight in shining armor if she'd only let me.
No, Angelica, no.
Angie, I think you're taking this a little too serious.
Don't have Randy arrest you now. Actually, please,
Okay,
do have
that's
Randy
enough.
arrest you
Time to
now.
go. Stop your yammering and get in here.
And the train go vroom vroom. And away they go. We'll see them again soon enough. I should probably get going too. Right, you mentioned you were going to swing by Ruhr. What's the occasion? Just thought I might check in on some old friends. So long, everyone. See you again soon. We should probably make our way back to Raquel. Yeah, I guess so. Really not looking forward to cleanup duty, though. I imagine Marquis Ballard's poor behavior has caused major repercussions all over. Bracers, I implore you, please assist the citizenry. Of course, that's what we do. In fact, we should finish up here and sort out our schedule. That reminds me, you said you would offer me assistance with Ordis. My pleasure. Okay then, let's go, go, go! Guys, do you have a moment? There's no delicate way to ask, but the wind of legend is blowing again, isn't it? Yes. It's stronger and more foreboding than when I felt it in Nord. I thought as much. My blood being what it is, though, I can't feel it personally. I know we all have our parts to play, and I will continue to play mine as a Bardius. The Warzel blood and more runs through your veins. I humbly request that you spread that, as you spread your wings, you do so as a friend to the Empire. It's kind of you to ask, but I was already planning on it. Win Bros! The same day, near midnight.
We've recovered the diagnostics equipment from the Sleipnir units. We'll repair and analyze them on the Glorious.
Well done. Any word from the others?
Yes. The Fool will return to headquarters for the time being.
The Ogre is headed to Nortia, and the Almighty Conflagration is on standby.
Interesting. Then we shall stand by as well.
Blend into the public and wait for my signal.
Yes, my lord.
Why do I imagine Duvali's idea of blending into the public is just her wearing a shirt that says, "Not Ouroboros." And she just like has shades on and a hat.
Strange. 8 years. 8 years since she found me. And nothing like that's ever happened before.
Those who would make light of you, child, and your lust for vengeance are beyond Adios's grace. I shall make it so you stand taller than those who would ridicule you.
I was born to a low-ranking noble family at the border of the continent, and still she held out her hand when I lost everything. Why did we lose voice acting budget now? Come on, game! A lord patiently guided me, a pathetic girl who fawned over the legends of a maiden from a far-off empire. She even revealed her true name to me without hesitation. What purity you have! We're all similar, Duvali. Our lord also gave me her hand while I was in the cult, and Ines was from a dying school of martial arts. Indeed, I did satisfy myself as a bracer for a time. But I was drawn to her strength of purpose, her mercy, to her spear that pierced through evil. As soon as we met, I didn't care if I had to throw away my badge or my code. No, Masky! Well, actually, do you think I'd be crazy enough to start a trail stream this late? Because honestly, I might... Actually, I guess according to the stream time, yeah, I would have started it. But the answer is, no. I started it way earlier in the day and the stream just cut out like 20 minutes ago. That's why you're seeing a stream that's only 20 minutes in. Had a little technical oopsies. It's all good. But anyways, hi, Masky! How you doing? Everyone, the person that we finally have a resident artist in this stream. The person who has made all the wonderful art you see on these streams is here. The Masky Arts. Go follow her on Twitter. Go commission her. Go support. Do the thing. Get art. Do other thing. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Follow. Click that link on the notification bell. Click the sponsorship link in the description below. Support the Masky Arts. I can finally do a thing. I can finally shill for Masky. Ayo! Hashtag sponsored. Then you asked her to be a disciple after you lost to her in a duel. You're a true martial artist at heart. I was so surprised when I met you, but not half as surprised as meeting an assassin of the cult. That you had the mind to leave even when brainwashes a child is a credit to your will. They were a loathsome cult for their experiments, no matter the power you gained from it. And that right there is our reveal that Inea was one of the victims of the DG cult. And then Arian Road crashed the party and took Inea for herself. And yet I would have died for them. My life could have easily ended with no meaning. Why not see the world with your own eyes? She states me with such a small question. How could I say no? I understand the feeling. It's little wonder we all idolize her so completely.
Despite all that, not even we knew about that machine.
We have voice acting budget again! Hooray!
However,
Rejoice!
It matters not.
Whatever happens, she is our lord. All we need to do is believe in her.
Absolutely.
You are the same as you ever were, Leanne.
Man, these scenes just go on and on.
Has it already been 20 years?
I swear, it's been like 40 minutes of just cutscenes so far.
Time has treated you well. You're much cuter now, Rose.
It is a result of having split my power among my kin, though one is no longer with us. But I agree I make for quite a charmer in this tiny form.
Indeed. You were a beauty before, but I quite like this cuter version of you. Though I can't imagine what Dreikels would say if he could see you now.
It would certainly not be anything kind, knowing that blockhead. Most likely something obnoxious like, "You're shrinking in your old age, Rose."
I can certainly picture him saying that.
But enough pleasantries. Just what are you doing with Vita? The gnome's twilight, Ouroboros' phantasmal blaze. Two completely different plans with completely different goals. What happens when they clash?
The world ends, that's what.
You needn't worry about the Abyss. Her collaborators are truly adept individuals, and they will make formidable foes. And as for the Great Twilight and the Phantasmal Blaze plan, you'll find your answer 250 years ago, on that fateful day.
Yeah, just gonna go get my time machine real quick. No biggie.
Fool. I do not know if you are doing this out of a sense of duty to the man you fell for. However, you and Vita are the same. You have no idea how I... It seems I have no choice but to put my trust in Emma, Celine, and that Ashen child.
Same time, near Heimdall. Gameplay recording has been disabled because you have entered a block scene. Anyone who has played this game on PS4 knows exactly what I mean by that. Himmel Cemetery. Crow armbrust. Oh yeah, that's say 1204.
It's been a year. Man. If I'm wrong about this, I'm headed straight to Gehenna. I knew it. There's no stench of decay.
Also, his hair has gone longer.
It's not just a wax doll. And he isn't in suspended animation. It's an elaborate dummy, down to the bone structure and joints.
So, you found out.
Yeah. You were the one who arranged his funeral. When we handed the Azure Knight over to the military, you were there as an engineer. And you said after you visited all the workshops, you'd gone to Calvert to see Professor Hamilton at the Verne Company. But he had left the country by then, and there's no record of you ever having visited.
Now that I think of it, your teacher was one of the higher-ups in Calvard's information agency. I was careless. I didn't think you'd personally go and check.
Oh no, Angelica did her homework.
What have you been doing these last 3 months, George? You...
Oh, so you've seen this face before. I suppose we may have met once or twice long ago. She knows too much. Get rid of her, Georg.
George.
Well, everyone, I think George has become my new favorite character. He finally did. He finally did what we all have been hoping for.
Your rank has increased. Here's your reward.
Ooh, domination. Don't mind if I take that. All the time I spend grinding for dominations and I just get one as a freebie.
The top score.
Hey!
Excellent.
S rank. And we get updated copy. We get Black Records 5. We get Trilogy Hearts. We send that. We send that. Hooray! Maximum stars with Sharon. We send the coffee grinder to Machias. We send that to Elise. We send that to Alphen. We get that to Yuna. That goes up to Gerd. That goes up. That goes up. And 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 we get more money. Yay! Oh, dang. That was a lot of cutscenes we just went through. How about some more? Because getting to go through like an hour's worth of cutscenes was not enough. No, no, no. We need more cutscenes. I hear what you've all been asking for. You're just like, wait, we need more scenes in our streams. Don't worry, folks. Trails of Cold Steel 3 has you covered. You expected us to play a game on stream? Nah, we're just watching a movie at this point. Cold Steel 3 is my favorite playable movie. I do like getting to hear the Courageous theme from Cold Steel 2, though. Very nice. Ah, dig it. After all, don't you guys want to watch more cutscenes at 1:30 in the morning? It's my favorite pastime. Also, what the heck is Hugo doing here? Why is Hugo on the Courageous? Fear not, folks. We have Dad! Viscount Victor S. Arcade.
We are now over the western part of the Isengard mountain range. Estimated arrival in Heimdall is 1410.
Exactly, Mazzy.
Maintain
This was
current
just the
course
start.
and speed. Once we reach Ulster, adjust course to run parallel to the railroad. Aye, aye, Captain.
You have my thanks, Your Grace. Your assistance this past week has been invaluable.
Also, we get more Nighthearts.
Think nothing of it. This is the Crimson Wing's job, after all.
Yep, the past...
But no doubt your first bout of field exercises in Northumbria saw you even busier than I.
The past 9 hours was just the prologue of the stream. Get ready for the meat of it, guys.
To be honest, I'm having a difficult time deciding how to proceed as a teacher.
Perhaps that is a sign of General Craig's influence. I would advise you to follow your own convictions for the time being. That way, you may...
Ah, instructor. There you are.
Ah, Cedric. How are you doing, buddy?
Cadet
Not
Arner.
buddy.
Greetings, my lord.
Seeing it up close, the Courageous is truly amazing. And though it was barely used during the Civil War, its main cannon is certainly impressive as well. Perhaps we should consider deploying a number of cruisers to match our fleet of battleships.
Cadet. It is true that during an emergency, such power may prove beneficial. Learning when to use one's power and when to refrain is an important lesson. If that is the lesson your field exercises have taught you, then I'd say it is safe to declare them a success.
If that's not what
Yes.
you learned, however,
Of course.
then we have some more education to go
My
through.
thanks, Captain Arcade. I look forward to seeing you again. I wish you luck patrolling the summer festival alongside my older brother.
I think Sora's just telling off Cedric. Because all the homies want to dunk on Cedric. Though, might want to just tone down the language there a little bit, Sora. I think that word might be just a little bit too harsh for, the general vibe my streams go for. Good old Heimdall, now with HD polygons. We all remember Heimdall sewers from Cold Steel 1.
Damn it! How many times have they slipped away like that now? There's no end to it!
We need help from the Intelligence Division or the RMP.
Man, it'd be nice if all we had to deal with are those half-wits. But we can't afford to let our guard down. Spread out and lay low until the appointed time. Be sure you've got your Ramdas ready to use.
Roger. Recommencing mission.
I love how, like, half the no-name NPCs
Red
are
flowers?
just voiced by Patrick Seitz.
I don't think so. There's no end to them.
Yes, Veda Queen!
The eyes which served as the vessel for the bringer of miracles.
Gosh, Veda's
But when the
design is so
flame
good in this
consumed the
game.
mirage, the fairy tale became that of the Empire. So as a professional, how do you intend to intervene?
Oh, was I that obvious? To be perfectly honest, I'm having a bit of trouble finding a lead. I was hoping we could work together as friends and colleagues and have ourselves a little information exchange. I could even help you bury the hatchet with the elder of your clan, perhaps?
That's right. You have an agreement with her, don't you? Well, I'll consider your offer. However, I ask that you play nice from now on, Mr. Former History Instructor. Or should I say, Second Dominion Thomas Lysander the Partitioner.
So Veda and Thomas are having a nice little secret meeting. Oh boy, I wonder what they could be meeting about. Also, we get to see Thomas again. Heck yeah! Also, we get to see Thomas again. Oh no. Good old Valflame Palace, the place where the FPS goes to die. I'm gonna be very curious to see how this place holds up on the PC version, because on the PS4 version, whoo-hoo, boy, does this place kill the FPS. Emperor Eugent III. And Empress Priscilla.
I would not have expected that Olivert would be missing the party like this.
It is unfortunate, yet understandable, given the current situation. With the Crimson Wings safeguarding Heimdall's skies, I'm sure the citizens will feel at ease.
Yes, but I can't help but feel bad for him. I wonder if he's been upset over Cedric's actions of late.
Olivert isn't the type to let that get to him. You should know this as well as I.
No, you're right. He was only a young boy when he lost his mother and was adopted into the royal family.
Who wants Olivert, lore?
I would have understood if he hadn't accepted me, given his early life. But he gladly welcomed me as his stepmother and was truly happy when Alphen and Cedric were born.
Yes, that is the virtue he possesses. It's easy to believe he has friends not simply across Erebonia, but the entire continent.
Yes. However, recently, even though Cedric once looked up to his older brother, he...
Pardon me, Your Highness. Chancellor Osborne would like an audience.
Oh no, Osborne's here.
Very well. Send him in.
Priscilla sounds familiar. She does. I just can't place the name of her voice actress. I'm sure if I look it up, it'd be obvious. It'd be like, oh, of course it's her. Also, hi, Osborne.
My apologies for interrupting, my liege. You as well, Lady Priscilla.
No. It's quite all right. I shall excuse myself now.
She seems to have some worries about the prince.
It is to be expected, so long as she sees things differently from you.
Understood.
In any event, it seems things are beginning to line up with what was written in the records.
Yes, though we set the timing for the Civil War ourselves. By this point, however, the ending is all but decided. But are you certain this is all right? Leaving everything in my hands?
As I told you 14 years ago, if there truly is no other way to avoid this end, then I shall leave it all to you. It may place a great burden on my sons, but could not the same be said of you?
Yes, my liege.
Suspicious. Things are getting very sus. Radiant Heimdall, Chapter 4. And we zoom forward to July 4th. It's the 4th of July, everybody! Woo! Erebonia Independence Day! Wait, Erebonia is not celebrating its independence, it's crushing independence. Alright! We get to crush more independence! What area gets annexed next? Ramatheria, we're coming for you! Students at both the main branch campus are only allowed to remove their inner linings from their normal school uniforms. As students across both campuses were wilting under the sun's harsh rays, a certain event was about to take place that would bring them all together. Fourth period, Erebonian history. Up till now, we've covered an overview of the time period from the Great Collapse to the modern era. But starting this week, we'll be taking a more in-depth look at certain key individuals. We'll start with Dreikel's Reise Arner, father of the Imperial Renaissance. "250 years ago, he brought the War of the Lions to a close, ushering us into the modern era. Though he was born as the third prince of Emperor Valus V, he was born out of wedlock, and ended up abdicating his status and wandering the Empire. He found himself at the edge of the Empire, the Nord Highlands. There, he was welcomed by the nomadic tribes and spent a few years with them. Meanwhile, the Empire's mainland had been plunged into a bloody civil war. Originally, he had no interest in the throne, but once he saw the toll the war was taking on his country, he decided to put an end to it. He started with only 17 followers. 16 Nord warriors decided to join him, and his confidant, the Knight Roland. Half a year later, though, Prince Dreikels would have a fateful encounter in the southeast of the Empire, Legram. The daughter of the Count and leader of the Eisenritter, Leanne Sandlot. The hero, otherwise known as the Lance Maiden, who I totally whooped her butt just a few weeks ago.
Was that person you and the other instructors fought the real Saint Leanne?
No comment, Sandy, but maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. Saint Leanne's a legendary knight. There's no way it was actually her, but I heard the fight was intense. Well, instructor?
Without a doubt. She was tremendously strong, and that aura of hers certainly seemed real. But it's possible one of Ouroboros' members is just posing as her. Let's put that aside for now, though.
Please don't ask me again. I will have to make. Please, students, do not ask me that question. You know I cannot answer that honestly. Not without severe repercussions on you. By the way, 254 years ago today, on July 4th, the War of the Lions came to an end. Now keep in mind, the test will cover the events from just before to just after the War of the Lions. So make sure to review that time period thoroughly. I hate to admit it, but he really is good at teaching. Well, to be fair, he himself was a student just last year. I heard his grades are pretty high too. He looks great in glasses too. Muse down. Just because you're going to become the next head of the nobility does not mean you got to just unleash your thirst like that. Everything in moderation. Anyway, our 4 days of midterms will begin tomorrow. General studies, military science, art, information processing, combat tactics. There'll be a lot to cover, so good luck. You rattled those all. I feel it could be easy. No way all that is going to be easy. I suppose we'll simply have to trust in everything we've learned thus far. By the by, a little birdie told me the contents of our exams in the schedule will match that of the main campus. I wonder, will our grades be posted alongside theirs? That's right, both individual scores and class averages will be posted at both campuses. So it should be worth your time to study, wouldn't you agree? It's so blatant. So you're going to make us compete. And our little crown prince is going to be handed first place on a silver platter, yeah? That's... I can totally see that happening. No, that won't happen. In the past, Thors was split up into nobles and commoners, but grading has always been done fairly. The instructors I know at the main campus wouldn't let grades be tampered with like that. Now this voice actor sounds familiar. I wonder who it could be. So at the very least, the exams will be a level playing field. If you say so. There will also be a little reward waiting for you guys once the exams are over. You'll have a free day this weekend to look forward to, so give the exams your all. I'll be giving the exams for airboating, history, and combat technique. I swear I could read today. So please ask me anything you're confused about before tomorrow. Does Reed? Yeah, of course he knows. There's Neidhart, there's Makarov, there's Mary. There's Thomas. That was really it, actually. Van Dyke has returned to the military, so he's no longer the principal there. Beatrix, she should still be there. So yeah, I mean, like, just about all of Rain's instructors when he was a student there are still there. I mean, he only graduated like a year before. So, you know, he literally had like just recently graduated when he got the instructor job here. So, nothing has changed. At least not much has changed. There's been changes in the main campus, but the instructors are all still there and present. All preparations for the exam have been completed. Raids will be posted alongside the main campuses, but I don't expect there to be problems. Our curriculum should be in sync thanks to the Orbital Net. It's great that we were able to work with the main campus instructors to come up with exam questions. No, Neidhart is still there at the branch campus. He was literally on the Courageous as the main campus was returning from their field exercises. Neidhart's still a main campus instructor there. It's great that we were able to work with the main campus instructors to come up with the exam questions. Though Neidhart has the whole deal of like, he's half of the, he's like halfway, he splits his time halfway between serving the military and being an instructor at Thors. But he's still there. It's great that we were able to work up with the main campus instructors to come up with exam questions. All that's left for the students themselves to show us what they really got. Jaeger Corps have been confirmed retreating from the Empire since last month's field exercises. And according to the Intelligence Division, it would appear the Society has withdrawn as well. I see. Well, if that's true, it's great news, but... maybe we could stop being fully clenched all the time now. We cannot let our guards down completely, but for the time being, we can at least allow them to be just students. Take care not to disclose any information regarding exam questions, but feel free to clarify any questions the students have. Be a simple guiding hand in their studies. Looks like Mr. Big Bad and Mr. Michael has really toned it down. He's always been very serious and responsible. But it seems like he's been thinking with the students in mind recently. Let's do our best to be as much help to the students as we can today. Right. We still got some time before the school closes for the day. Well then, let's split up, gang. Divide and conquer. The exams will be held over the next 4 days, and then the Sunday is a free day. The location for our next field exercises will be announced too, so it's going to be a busy few days. Time to make all the students miserable with exam prep. Oh, that was my favorite time of school. Ha ha! Looks like everyone's working together to brush up on their weak subjects. Guess I'll make my rounds and talk to any students who look like they're having a tough time. That aside... Ouroboros in the Black Workshop. I wonder if the principal and the professor know anything about them. Aurelia, I don't know anything about them personally, but if I see them again, I'm gonna bat them out into the sun. As if they were my personal baseball ball. And she just shouts out, "Perish!" Okay, do I have the glasses on? Good, we still have the glasses on. Okay, that's gonna actually take care of it for tonight, folks. It's been a long one. So, I hope y'all had yourselves a good time. This has been literally like almost an hour of cutscenes ever since the cutoff, ever since the hiccup. But even then, there was like an extra 20 minutes before that. This has literally been a movie. This has literally been a movie's worth of cutscenes. But anyways, thank y'all for so much for coming out. Going forward, I think I'm going to be starting Cold Steel 3 at 3 p.m. Eastern. So, just so that I have hope of finishing this game sometime within the next month. Because otherwise, this game could actually go on for like another 3 months. And the game is long. So in order to make the most of my time, I'm going to be starting this game on Saturdays a little bit sooner than usual. And I'll just go until my body and mind cannot take it anymore. So look forward to that. And as always, we are also doing Metroid Prime streams on Sunday nights. And we are doing Mega Man Battle Network streams on Tuesday nights. So I hope to see you guys out for some of those. And if not, I hope to see you guys here for more Cold Steel 3 at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays. Until then, everybody, you all have yourselves a wonderful rest of the night, and I will take care, and I will see you all at some other point. Take it easy, folks. And reminder, once again, all the art you see on stream is done by my wonderful friend, Masky Arts, who you could type in !Masky and get a link to her Twitter, and go commission her for art, and you too can be satisfied like I have. Anyways, hope y'all have yourselves a good remainder of the night. See y'all next time.